Hey y'all, hey, it's C with Creative Lotus Designs, and let's get into these 3.5-inch photo buttons. First things first, let's take them scissors and cut these images so that they fit through the hole punch. I am making some 1.25-inch buttons that you see down at the bottom, but I'm not going to be making them in this video. But they do go with those buttons there. Your paper needs to be cut in a way to where that they can slide through the hole punch easily. You just need to cut in a fashion to where it fits through just that little width of the machine, because if it's any wider it won't fit. So basically cut in half, line up your images with the ring of the hole punch. And you want to try to get this as close to perfect as you can, because if it's off to either side, top or bottom, in any way, it's going to throw off the center of the button, because that's how you have it punched. So what you see me doing is trying to line it up. Once I'm happy with the way that it's lined up, I'll go ahead and punch the image out. Take my hand out of the bottom, push the image up through the hole punch, and we have our perfectly sized circle. You can see that white off at the bottom. It just means that it was off a little bit. Go ahead and cut the second image. Same thing, just line it up as best you can. And it's best to use an outer ring color that's not white. That way you can make sure it's right and then punch it out. Now I'm just going to repeat the process for image 3 and 4. Okay, and now this is just a close-up so you can see exactly what I mean. Just you can see from the top whether your image is lined up or not, perfectly centered. And sometimes moving the image around with your fingers get kind of tricky because it's photo paper. So if your hands are not super dry and rough, like when you lift your fingers up, just the general moisture from your hands is going to shift the image a little bit. So I'm kind of just trying to keep it centered, and I just keep going back in and trying to fix where it shifted. So that was the fourth one punched out. Now that I got all the images punched out, I'm going to move my hole punch over and try to shift my machine. Y'all, this machine is heavy. And this is what my photos are looking like once I get them punched out. Now let's get our button supplies together. So for starters, you're going to need your shell. You're going to need your pinback. And you're going to need your mylar. It's imperative that you grab one piece and make sure you have the right part when you grab it. So this is the shell. It has a flat side and a raised edge side. You want to put that raised edge down into the wheel of the machine. Then you want to take your photo, put it on top. I like to line my photo up, the center of my photo, with the center of my machine. It never fails. If I line it up right, it's going to be a hit every time. So the next step to this is adding a piece of mylar. It's important that you only grab one piece of mylar. They are so slick and stuck together. If you accidentally press two, your button won't crimp right or it'll jam your machine. So make sure you only have one. Once those 3 pieces are layered, go ahead and rotate the machine. You can pull the handle now or wait. I'd like to go ahead and just pull and lift up. Now the next step is adding your pin back. This is the back of the pin that attached to the close, and this is the inside of the pin. On this part, you want the sharp raised edge up. Go ahead and drop that into your wheel. And just like the pictures, you want to make sure that this is lined up to the center of your machine. That way your button is right. It's straight up and down. Spin the wheel around. Press. Lift up. Spin it out, and there you have it. With this particular button, I think I just didn't line it up when I designed it, but we still gonna keep it. And we're gonna repeat the steps of button 2, 3, and 4. Put the shell, sharp edge down, your image, your mylar, spin, press. Grab a pin back, strap side up, line it up with the center of your machine, spin, and press. And that's all it is to it. We're going to repeat the same process with these last 2 buttons. And I love this machine because you can make buttons on buttons on buttons on buttons without a hiccup. It's so many different variations of things you can make. Like, I have different pieces for coasters, I have magnets, I have mirrors. Like, I love it. And like I said, they press without a hiccup. If you have misfunctions, 9 times out of 10, I would say it's user error and not the machine. So if you're interested in getting a button machine, I highly recommend the American made machine versus one of those machines you could get on like Amazon or something that's real cheap, because you're going to pay for that machine in parts. The amount of parts you're going to waste with those, you might as well have just took the time and the money and made an investment that was going to be worthwhile. I'm going to get off that soapbox. This is the last button. I'm going to spin it out, press it, and that's it. And this is what the set is looking like. There are 4 buttons. This is the back, sealed correctly, no buckling, no gaps. And like I said, these machines are pretty seamless. Like, if you have buckling or anything wrong, it's probably something you are doing wrong and not the machine. Okay, and let's get on to the button reveal. So I love the way these buttons turned out. And when I say I did everything from the photography to the editing to the graphics, like, I did that. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing. If you got any comments, leave them down below. If you need a button order, I'm available. Thank you for watching.